and it's forceful, there are multiple possibilities that the flight or the plane can veer off the runway. I think a month ago, there was a plane crash in one of the Western nations. Crashed in a way that the plane successfully landed by a veer off the runway, burst into something else, and into flames, and people died. That's how serious the situation concerning aircrafts are. And if we had a situation where the flight landed, the Royal Air Morale flight landed, as was explained by the airport authority, and the forceful impact of the landing led the plane off the runway, but that the pilot did a good job in returning the plane to the runway without incident, and all some people could do, rather than thanking God for their fellow citizens who were on board the plane, was to give an indication that the plane crashed. And that the plane crash was a result of no light at the airport. What pleases you with those kind of stupid lies? So if there's no light at the airport in the first place, the plane will not land. You've watched many occurrences in the past where Brussels Airlines came at the airport, attempted their descent. No electricity, the plane will redirect itself somewhere else. In most cases, as you found out, it went to Freetown. So just think that an airport will be out of electricity and the plane still lands, raises a lot of questions about the thought process of those who were making those comments that the plane crashed.
Die by herself.
Did you recognize him?
When I encountered this person, I engaged their eyes and I put the pepper spray in their eyes because it was a question of life and death.
Do you think
how vicious was that?
To put the spray in the pepper spray. In the
your physical interaction with that person.
Yeah. My counsel then say I shouldn't speak anymore.
Madam Mususka, do you think there is any political motive to what happened? It's a tragedy that, Liberia lost her life. Will you subsequently return for another round of questioning, ma'am? Will there still be another round of questioning?
So, she's been prevented from answering further questions. Okay, so she's been prevented from answering further questions.
One last question from me. Was the issue of what
we see you here, you just had a meeting with the President of the Republic of Liberia. What message did you bring from ECOWAS to the President and the people of Liberia?
First, we've come to formally congratulate on this important political transition that has taken place here in Liberia, which remains a major achievement for the people of Liberia as well as for the region. Secondly, we've come to recommit ECOWAS in terms of support to Liberia, our commitment to working very closely with the President and the people of Liberia for the big nation-building task that is before all of us. We certainly assured the President of ECOWAS's availability and commitment to stay engaged in all that Liberia is doing in the area of socio-economic development, in the area of democratic consolidation, as well as in the area of peace and security.
Peace and security, Mr. Commissioner. Was there any communication that precipitated your visit here at this time? taking into consideration a communication from former president? Or this was a planned visit by you already in the pipeline?
This was the Honorable Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs is here. When I met him sometime in Nairobi, I did indicate to him I plan to come and visit Nigeria. So if my visit coincides with any
Okay, folks, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. A pleasant welcome to yet another very fascinating edition of the Today Show right here on your favorite dial. We are coming to you live on Spoon 107.5, Fabric 101.1, and there are various social media handles. The time is 40 minutes climbing up to 8 o'clock. Welcome to it. This is the Today Show, the Spoon Morning Show, your most preferred breakfast program. We serve you a very palatable breakfast every morning from Mondays to Fridays. From Odious Congo Town right here in Monrovia, Liberia. So good morning, wherever you're watching from, wherever you're listening from this morning. I'd like to say good morning and welcome. Let's have a wonderful time together here on the show this beautiful Wednesday morning. So what's our lineup for this morning? Well, we bring you developments from the international world. We also bring you sports updates from the world of sports internationally. We also bring you weather forecast right here on this first segment of the show. And then we'll cut across Liberia to speak to our various correspondents who will tell us exactly what's happening in their respective counties. We discuss some of the most trending and most talked about issues in Liberia. And then at 9 o'clock, we speak to folks from the United Churches of the World. They will sit on this platform from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock to tell us more about their church and some of the undertakings of the United Churches of the World of recent. In between time, we open the line so that you can call in and make your import right here on these dials. Again, my name is Yekezi Zwobel. Hope to be joined by Chokon Flama right here. And folks, don't forget, today is the golden jackpot on Spoon 107.5. Oh yes, you're going to be winning for yourself some huge cash prizes. 15 persons will be winning 20,000 Liberian dollars right here on the show. And the playing code is star 799 star 80 hatch, star 799 star 80 hatch. You select, and once you dial the playing code, it's going to take you to the payment of the playing fee. And once you enter the playing fee, you pay the playing fee, you automatically enter the draw, and you stand a chance to be one of the winners of 20,000 Liberian dollars on the show. So 15 persons will be walking away with 20,000 Liberian dollars today on the show. So wherever you are and whatever you're doing, especially if you're in Liberia, you want to take this as an opportunity to win for yourself some huge cash prizes from our raffle draw here. Again, the playing code is star 799 star 80 hash. Once you dial that, it takes you to the payment of the playing fee, and the playing fee is 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50. So you can pay through either of your mobile money accounts, your USD or LD accounts. And the only requirement is that you must have a valid non-star cell GSM SIM card registered with mobile money, and you must have some cash on your mobile money account to play. And you can play multiple times as you wish, because it's a raffle draw, and so the more you play, the more your chances are to win. So you can start playing. The dashboard has been open since this morning at 7 o'clock, so you can begin playing if you haven't played yet. We'll be drawing winners as we go on with the show, but also we have another prize of cash prizes for individuals who have been playing the radio game but can win. We call that the loser's draw. That is, you've played the radio game for some times now, but you haven't been lucky to win. So we'll put all of those individuals in one category and do a draw for them, and we call that draw the loser's draw. And winners of the loser's draw walk away with 2,500 Liberian dollars. So we've already done the loser's draw. We have the list of winners right here before us, and as we go on with the show, we will call up some of them to confirm whether they got their money. So folks, that is it. That's the lineup of the show. Let's bring you the weather forecast this morning. What is the outlook of the weather this morning in Monrovia, Liberia? Okay, so this morning the weather, in fact today, the weather doesn't seem that favorable. Okay, so it says cloudy and breezy with occasional rain and a thunderstorm. All right, so cloudy. The weather is going to be cloudy and breezy with occasional rain and a thunderstorm. But the precipitation percentage I'm seeing here is very high. It's 96%. Okay, so that tells you that we might receive some, huge downpour of rain today. All right, and also the sun rose this morning at 6:36. And the sun will set at 6:51. The daylight will last for 12 hours and 16 minutes. Yeah, so that's the weather forecast for today. You want to go alongside your umbrellas, your raincoats, your rainbows, and all of the rest of the other rain gears wherever you're going today, because it appears that we're going to have a rainy weather today, and we're going to have some very heavy downpour of rain today, so you need to expect that. Okay, so let's say good morning to some of you watching us, some of those watching us live on our Spawn TV live handle, those watching us on our Fabric TV live handle, as well as Super TV live handle. We'd like to say welcome, but let's say good morning to John Bestman. Okay, John Bestman says call the code again. John Bestman, the code is star 799 star 80 hash. So it's star 799 star 80 hash, and it takes you to the payment of the playing fee. And the payment is just $1.50 US or 200 Liberian dollars. Once you do that, you automatically enter the draw and you stand a chance to win 20K, 20,000. 15 persons will be winning here this morning. All right, so but good morning, John Bestman. Good morning, Alexander Sami. Good morning, Fatu J. Okar. Good morning, Ansu Koman. Good morning, CDC Papi Sources Gator. Watching from Duport Road. Good morning, Valerie F. Coco. Good morning to Astute Emmanuel Wonkama. Good morning, Timothy Harris. Good morning, Gaman Kesseli. Good morning to just everyone, watching the show this morning. Good morning and welcome, and let's have a wonderful, wonderful time together. Let's quickly bring you some developments from the international world. This one is from the BBC, and it says Nigeria is captioned Mpox jabs arrive on African soil after red tape delays. It says Nigeria has received 10,000 doses of the vaccine to combat monkeypox, or Mpox as it is preferably called now, making it the first African country to receive a batch amid the current outbreak of the disease that used to be called monkeypox. The country began the process to secure the vaccines well before it was declared a global health emergency by the World Health Organization, WHO, earlier this month. Africa has been hit hardest by the recent rapid spread of Mpox, and there has been calls for a speedier response by international agencies to such emergencies. Nigeria, which has confirmed 40 Mpox cases this year, but says the true number could be more than 700, received its vaccine doses as a donation from the US. The West African nation has not recorded any deaths from the virus. It has also not recorded any cases of clade 1B, a new variant in the east of the Democratic Republic of Congo that has also spread to neighboring countries. Okay, so we stop there with that. Nigeria has received about 10,000 doses of a vaccine to combat Mpox, which was formerly called monkeypox, and that made it it makes the arrival of those doses of Mpox vaccines makes Nigeria the very first African country to receive a batch of vaccines for the Mpox virus. All right. So as you may know, Mpox has been declared as a global health emergency by the World Health Organization. All right. And a few days ago, specifically last week, the National Public Health Institute of Liberia announced that the 6 cases of the virus have been discovered, and we got a report from Sano County that 5 cases of the virus have also been discovered there in Sano County. So if that report is confirmed by the National Public Health Institute of Liberia, then it means we have several cases of the Mpox virus now. So we need to be careful. We need to take all of the preventive measures to ensure that the virus does not spread like a wildfire. Okay, still with some international development. And so this development says Tanzanian president names troublesome lion after Raver. Wow. Tanzanian president names troublesome lion after Raver. So it says the Tanzanian's president Samia Suluhu Hassan has named a troublesome lion after one of the country's opposition leaders. President Samia was visiting the Tanzania Wildlife Authority when she was introduced to the unruly lion by officials. Does that lion have a name? She says. If not, name him Tondu Lisu. And Tondu Lisu is the leader of the main opposition party, Chadema. He was arrested earlier this year for attempting to hold a youth rally, which police say was intended to incite violence. It is because he is always unsettled. Ms. Samia, the president of Tanzania, said as she gave the lion its new name on Sunday. So what does Mr. Lesu make of his nickname? It seems he's taking it in his stride. He says, I come from a family of heroes. He told local media, my great-grandfather killed a lion that attacked him and his cattle, he said. Mr. Lisu is a notable government critic and survived a gun attack in 2017. His car was sprayed with over 17 bullets, but he escaped with heavy injuries. The perpetrators were never found. So, I mean, the president of Tanzania visiting the Tanzania Wildlife Authority and, seeing a lion in this cage appearing very unruly. She decided to name the lion, after her main rival, the opposition leader, Tondu Liso. Why? Because she said the opposition leader and the lion have similar characteristic. Yes, so that's interesting. Let's bring you another development here from the international war. So this one says wars police in technological arms race with Nigerian mafia. So he says police units around the world have joined forces in a series of covert operations targeting one of West Africa's most feared criminal networks, Black Axe. Operation Jackal 3rd saw officers in body armor carry out raids in 21 countries between April and July 2024. The mission, coordinated by global policing agency Interpol, led to the arrest of 300 people with links to Black Axe and other affiliated groups. Interpol called the operation a major blow to the Nigerian crime network, but warned that its international reach and technological sophistication mean it remains a global threat. Okay, so folks, that's it. Let's now go into the world of sports as we scroll through our sport reports. Don't forget to play the radio entertainment game. We are dishing out 20,000 among 15 persons, 15 lucky winners. So each winner walks away with 20,000. So all you need to do is to dial the playing code *799# *799#. You select. Sorry, it's not *799#, *799 *80#, *799 *80#. Once you dial that, it takes you directly to the payment of the playing fee, which is $200 Liberian dollars, or $1.50 US. So once you pay, you automatically enter the draw and you stand a chance to win 20,000 here this morning. All right. So yesterday, yesterday Barcelona knocked horns with Rayo Vallecano. Unfortunately, Barcelona won the game 2-1 against Rayo Vallecano. So congratulations to all Barcelona fans out there. Also on yesterday, RC de Mallorca drew with Sevilla, on yesterday as well. The same team that drew with Madrid in its first La Liga match also drew with Sevilla on yesterday. And on the 26th, Villarreal defeated Celta de Vigo 4-3. All right. So currently Barcelona is on top of the La Liga table, even though other teams in the La Liga still have outstanding games to play. Yeah, so Barcelona leads by 9 points. Villarreal comes second with 7 points. Celta de Vigo comes third with 6 points, and Real Madrid comes fifth with 4 points. But Real Madrid has an outstanding game. All right, let's also bring you some updates of matches from the UEFA Champions. Sorry, the UEFA Champion, Premier League, not Champions League. Okay, so so basically, no latest results from the Europa Premier League. UEFA Premier League. Okay, so there's no latest fixture, but let's see whether we can bring you some news. This one says it says Man United transfer news. Sterling move explained as double deal handed boast. All right. And it says Man United face $70 million Raheem Sterling complication as swap deal obstacles emerge. Okay, so folks, we stop here for the passion of live sports to go over to other happenings in the country right here this morning. But don't forget, keep on playing the radio game. We will do our first draw very soon. But before doing our first draw for winners of the 15K, let's go to place a call to some of the winners of the losers draw this morning as we go on with the show. So we are calling this winner of the losers draw. Hope this person can answer his or her phone this morning. All right, the phone is ringing. Okay, so if this person doesn't answer, we will go to another winner of the losers draw, but this person's money is already in their phone. So let's go over to another person here. Another winner of the losers draw right here on the Spoon Radio Entertainment game. Okay, another phone is ringing here. Good morning.
Morning, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Yeah, God, thank you.
Okay, so you've been playing the radio game, right?
Yes.
Okay. Have you won?
No, only loser job I got 2,005.
Okay, only the losers draw you got 2,500.
Yeah.
Okay, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. So the losers draw is for those who have been playing the game and they haven't been winning. So we just put them into one group and we'll do a draw for them. So your number popped up as one of the winners. So that's why you saw the 2,500 Liberian dollars in your phone.
4,000?
2,000, not 4,000.
Yeah.
2,500 Liberian dollars.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Okay, so let's call one more winner from the losers draw. Then we'll go into discussing some very, very important developments about my man Liberia. Okay, all right. I'm trying to see whether I can call this person. Okay, so all right, so if you just joined us, you are listening to the Today Show right here on your favorite dial 107.5. So I'm trying to call this number is 348-437 348-437. I hope I got it right. Okay, so this should be one of the winners of the losers draw. Once we talk to this person, then we can go to discuss other issues about Mama Liberia. All right. So the playing code is *799*80#. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
You are live. You are live on the radio on Spoon FM.
Yeah.
Your name?
My name is Ruth.
Ruth, have you been playing the radio game?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever won?
I didn't finish my first time to win. I got all this money. I saw the money on my phone.
How much you saw on your phone this morning?
2,500.
2,500. Okay.
Yes.
So
Thank you so much.
so that was part of what we call the losers draw. The losers draw is where we, put all of those who have been playing the radio game into one group, but they haven't won. Those who haven't won, we'll put into one group and then we'll do a draw for them. Yeah, so that is why you saw that money in your phone. Yeah, so congratulations.
Thank you so much. At least a team I spent again to start playing more.
Okay, welcome.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, so folks, that's it. This morning. Today, the Supreme Court of Liberia will be handing down opinion into the murder conviction of former Chief Justice Chancellor Gloria Musu Scout and 3 members of her family over the death of her niece, Charlo Musu. And the court's notice of assignment in possession of this station notifies both parties that it is ready to rule on the appeal motion filed by the former Chief Justice of the Republic of Liberia. So we are looking forward to that today, and we'll be providing you live coverage about that. The handing down of that ruling today at the Supreme Court of Liberia. So today, the fate of the former Chief Justice of the Republic of Liberia, Gloria Musu Scott, will be disclosed. Whether she will go to jail, remain in jail, or whether she's going to be released. Well, the final arbiter of justice in Liberia will be handing down that ruling on today. All right. And also, folks, we are getting this information reported by the Liberian investigator that is captioned Ghanaian MP raises red flag. And it says, did Central Bank of Liberia ship US 20 million to Ghana? The Central Bank of Liberia ship US 20 million to Ghana. All right. So let's go into the development. It says Samuel Okuzito Ablakwa, a member of the Ghanaian parliament, has raised concerns regarding the shipment of US 20 million allegedly sent to the Central Bank of Liberia to Ghana to be kept in the Bank of Ghana's vault until an available flight can transport the money to Liberia. The parliamentarian revealed on Facebook and X, formerly Twitter, a letter written by Mr. Evans Okiri Ado, a member of the Currency Management Department at the Bank of Ghana, addressed to Assistant Commissioner of the Ghanan Revenue Authority, Customs Division, seeking permission to clear uncirculated banknotes at Kotoka International Airport. The letter, dated August 21, 2024, states that the consignment of uncirculated banknotes was carried by Emirates Airline flight number EK787, which arrived in Ghana on Wednesday, August 27, 2024 at 11:05 hours. The consignment was covered by airway bill number 17670737225. The money was transported from Heathrow Airport in London. Please note that the consignment will be re-exported whenever there is an available flight to Monrovia, Liberia, the letter stated. The communication also sought the assistance of the managing director of Ghanan Airports Company Limited to arrange necessary security measures at the KIAL to ensure the absolute safety of the consignment. In his posts on Facebook and X, the Ghanaian parliamentarian expressed concerns about inconsistencies between the supporting documents of the consignment and the content of the August 21, 2024 letter to customs and airport officials seeking clearance for the uncirculated banknotes. As of the publication of this news, the Liberian investigator had not been able to independently verify whether the money belongs to the Central Bank of Liberia, as claimed by the Bank of Ghana official. Even though the Bank of Ghana claims the money was ordered by the Central Bank of Liberia, and that the catch will be re-exported to Monrovia whenever there is an available flight. Other other intercepted documents, including an airway bill, indicate emphatically that the consignee is the Bank of Ghana and not the Central Bank of Liberia. A black was ticked. All right. So, there is this post on social media, and that is claiming that this mysterious 20 million USD for President Bouaka has landed in the Bank of Ghana. And this issue was raised by one of our the parliamentarians there in Ghana. All right. But it is yet to be verified. It is yet to be confirmed. I mean, folks are just claiming that the money is for president. I mean, politicians, folks from the opposition community, they'll always spin with such allegation or such report about the ruling government and all of that. So they are claiming that this mysterious 20 million USD for President Bouaka has landed in the Bank of Ghana after the Liberian investigator reported this news. All right. But the news here, the Liberian investigator, I'm trying to get this story again. So the Liberian investigator is saying that a member of the Ghanaian parliament raised concerns about this regarding the shipment of 20 million allegedly sent by the Central Bank of Liberia to Ghana to be kept in the Bank of Ghana's vault until an available flight can transport the money to Liberia. So it's not confirmed whether it is the Central Bank of Liberia that shipped the money to Ghana. And also allegation that the money was sent to Ghana, to build mansions for the president, or to keep it in an account there for the president of the Republic of Liberia. Those are all rumors. Those are all, speculations. So we just need to go beyond and do more and more investigation about this. But it's just an allegation. So you're going to hear folks talk about that out there. Is going to be spin from different angles, and people are going to, add their own swords to it, just to make it sound sweet in the ears of their supporters or partisans and all of that. But this is something that is still being investigated because it's not confirmed. It is only alleged that the money was sent by the Central Bank of Liberia to be kept in the Bank of Ghana. So we are still doing our own investigation to know actually who sent the money. Whether it's the Central Bank of Liberia. If it's the Central Bank of Liberia, then it's going to be very, very concerning. Then we are going to, gain more interest. Why would the Central Bank of Liberia ship such huge consignment or such huge money to Ghana? What's the essence? You ship it to Ghana, waiting a flight to be brought to Liberia. What's the essence of the money even being shipped to Ghana, first of all? All right. But we hold it as it is. We hold it as a speculation, as we do our own fact finding before giving, a real balanced analysis about that. Now, the government of Liberia has condemned the former president letter to the ECOWAS, and this condemnation was made by the Information Minister Geraldine McPeer. Geraldine McPeer, according to him, that he said the letter it has no moral value after this same president under his regime, he disrespected the ECOWAS. You remember this issue of the impeachment of Kabina Jenen, where the case was taken to the ECOWAS court, and the ECOWAS court ruled in favor of Kabina Jenen that he must his salaries and other benefits must be restituted, that he was wrongly impinged from his position, and I think the ECOWAS gave the government of Liberia, as tend to be corrected, 6 months, to restitute, to give, the benefits of salaries of the impeached Associate Justice of the Republic of Liberia, Kabina Jenne. But the government, under the stewardship of the former President George Weah, did not adhere to that, did not listen to that. So the information minister is saying for this same president who disrespected, the ECOWAS, to come and today confide in the ECOWAS, writing a letter to the ECOWAS for its intervention into a matter concerning Liberia. It is unfortunate. So he maintained that the actions by the Liberian National Police, sorry, not the Liberian National Police, the content of the president's letter, according to him, is just hypocritical, because you did not respect the ECOWAS ruling when you were president. Now you are not president, but you see the ECOWAS, as an international organization or as a body that can intervene, or that should resolve a certain matter that you feel offended about. And also another news, I mean, it's been around, but it was confirmed on yesterday that the ECOWAS delegation to Liberia, the ECOWAS delegation to Liberia did not come because of the complaint that was filed, or the letter written to it by the former President George Weah. Yeah, that clarity was made. I think one of our callers said it, here yesterday, but we needed to actually get words from the House's mouth to confirm. All right. So yesterday, our colleague Diamond spoke to the head of delegation of ECOWAS, and he clearly said that the ECOWAS already had a trip here to Liberia, and the president's letter just coincided with that trip, and they thought to kill two birds with one stone. So that is coming for their trip, and also to be able to, resolve or dialogue with the former president and the current president, or the current government of the Republic of Liberia. But it was not predicated upon the letter that President George Weah wrote, that in no time, in not more than 2 or 3 days, that the ECOWAS, sent a delegation to Liberia to come and intervene into the matter. No, the ECOWAS already had a trip planned for Liberia. So we have an excerpt here.
We see here you just had a meeting with the President of the Republic of Liberia. What message did you bring from ECOWAS to the President and the people of Liberia?
First, we've come to formally congratulate on this important political transition that has taken place here in Liberia, which remains a major achievement for the people of Liberia as well as for the region. Secondly, we've come to recommit ECOWAS in terms of support to Liberia, our commitment to working very closely with the President and the people of Liberia for the big nation building task that is before all of us. We certainly assured the President of ECOWAS's availability and commitment to stay engaged in all that Liberia is doing in the area of socio-economic development, in the area of democratic consolidation, as well as in the area of peace and security.
Peace and security, Mr. Commissioner. Was there any communication that precipitated your visit here at this time, taking into consideration a communication from former President Weah, or this was a planned visit by you already in the pipeline?
This was the Honorable Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs is here. When I met him sometime in Nairobi, I did indicate to him I plan to come and visit Nigeria. So if my visit coincides with any
Okay.
This visit coincided with the president's, letter. So the ECOWAS decided, let's kill two birds with one stone. But the visit was not precipitated by, the letter of the president. No, they were already headed to Liberia. They had already planned to visit Liberia at this time when the letter came in prior to their visit. So the delegation said, the head of ECOWAS said, we're just going to use one stone to kill two birds. Now, in other news, folks, so the Liberian National Police has said that it is going to respond to any act of violence across Liberia. And that statement was made by the Deputy for Operations, Nelson Freeman. According to him, while the LNP, responds to violence perpetrated by folks across the country, is also going to ensure that it respects the rule of law and is going to ensure that everybody living in the length and breadth of Liberia respects the rule of law. So he said the LNP will remain a force for good in making sure that law and order are obeyed. And according to him, the police or the UP government will not hesitate to respond to any act of violence across the country. And he said over the years, violence has painted Liberia negatively to the outside world, due to lawlessness, disorderliness in the country, and is scared away investors into the country. So as a force for good, the LNP, they are going to ensure that a favorable climate, is the order of the day here in Liberia to attract investors, to ensure that we live in a stable and peaceful country. Okay, so those are some of the trending major happenings. And today, our eyes are up Capitol Hill. Like I said earlier, the Supreme Court of Liberia will be rendering its opinion on the conviction of ex-Chief Justice Gloria Musu-Scott and 3 of her family members. And this is going to be the final. So today is going to determine whether she remains in jail or should be released, set free of the murder case against she and her relatives. Okay, so folks, we will open the lines and take a few calls. But just before that, let's talk to our first winner of the jackpot, the golden jackpot here. If you haven't played the golden jackpot, play. The code is *7 799 star 80 hatch, star 799 star 80 hatch. And it's going to take you to the payment of the playing fee, which is just 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50. Once you pay the playing fee, you automatically enter the draw and you stand a chance to win 15,000 here. And we said not 15,000 but 20,000, but 15 persons will be winning 20,000 here. So the more you play, the more you win. Again, the code is star 799 star 80 hatch, star 799 star 80 hatch. You select. You're not going to see that any number. It's just going to take you to the payment of the playing fee, and you pay the playing fee of $1.50 or 200, and then you automatically enter the draw, and you stand a chance to walk away with 20K. So let's talk to this first person who will be walking away with 20K this morning on the show. Okay. Okay. So if this person, hope this person answers his call or her call. If this person does not answer, we will have to do another job quickly. Okay. Luckily the person answer via call. Good morning.
Yeah, morning.
How are you?
Fine.
Okay. Did you play the radio game this morning?
My husband for me, not here.
Who play? Is it you or your husband?
My husband.
Your husband play?
Yeah.
That's the issue there now. Yeah.
Yeah. In the bathroom.
He's in the bathroom. Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether you can give him the phone because your husband has his number has popped up as one of our winners here on the radio game. He has won 20,000 Liberian dollars for himself. So we need to talk to him.
All right. Then hold on, me carry the food on you.
Okay. I hope that's not gonna. Yeah. Okay.
I'm going there.
Yeah, I hope that's not going to take all of our time. So let us give you a few seconds to take the phone to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because if we let you go now, then we have to do another draw.
Okay.
Yeah. To replace your husband. All right. So folks, the code remains star 799 star 80 hatch. And once you dial that, you pay the playing fee of 200 or $1.50, and you automatically enter the jar. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm okay. Did you play the radio game this morning?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, sir, your number has popped up as one of our winners of 20K here this morning.
Thank you.
Congratulations. We just want to confirm the name on your mobile money number to send your money. What's the name of your mobile money number?
Daniel Numa.
Daniel Yuma?
Yeah, Numa. N-Y-U-M-A-H.
Okay, Daniel Human. Okay, Daniel, in the meantime, we're going to place a call to you to confirm whether you have received your 20K or not.
All right, thank you. I'm in the bathroom now.
Yeah, so just keep your phone by you because we will want to call you to confirm whether you've received the money or not.
All right, thank you.
Okay, congratulations. Okay, folks, let's go to the phone lines this morning. What's your expectation today of the murder case ruling that will be handed down by the Supreme Court of Liberia? Plus, we discuss other, trending national issues here. Call us on 0777 771 777 1075 Those are the numbers to put you through right here on the Today Show this beautiful Wednesday morning. And don't forget to keep on playing the jackpot, the golden jackpot, to walk away with huge cash prizes. 15 persons walking away with 20K here this morning. The first person has already, won, and we'll be doing more draw as we go on to take more calls here. Let's talk to this first person. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from?
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Let's hear you, sir.
Yeah,
Your name? Go ahead. Even though your line is breaking up.
Yeah, I'm better.
Yeah, much better. Let's hear you.
Yeah, okay. I'm at the nation better for district 15 Kawa side.
Okay.
The murder case having to do with power. Very political, and I believe that the Supreme Court ruling to benefit from every allegation. Then they also speak to the issue of the city. Since they have been in the political government for 2 years, working for opposition 12 years, 4 years as senator, and 6 years as president. And yet they say they don't know what it comes government functioning. They wrote trust and deception to ECOWAS, implicating the government into allegation that is not true. It is absolutely bad for our country democracy. We want it to be a mature political party, and I welcome the decision of the police that any action insignificant to what maintaining the peace of this country will absolutely be retaliated last year. Very proportional, man. Thank you for the opportunity this morning.
Thank you. Let's talk to another person. Good morning. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from? Okay, we lost that person. Let's talk to this other person. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you. This is William Sando, and I join you from District 13.
William, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I listened to the evidence provided by you that has to do with the 1 to 2 and that of the government. It's quite unfortunate that those government officials decide such a manner. Because if I listen to the argument of the 1 to 2 stating that in time past, the issue that has to do with quote-unquote violence as intermediate has led to the country not being a beneficiary of the investors. If we must analyze and reflect, in time past, who were those that carried on those quote-unquote violence and proffered by him? It was not this government. It was not those government. So is he telling us, or the United Public Government is telling the Liberian people now that it is because of the protestation that is now referring to as violence, where the reason why investors didn't come into this country, they are confessing. And so today, they know and they realize that if such action is to be carried by the opposition city or Liberian people, obviously there will be no investors. That is the analysis. Is that fair enough? And that is deceptive. But who are those to tell the Liberian people that protest is wrong? Is that the government? And they want to tell me about it. What constitutes violence? What is the definition of violence? If the people are discontented, which the Constitution calls for, they have the right, the constitutional right to stand up against the government. It is based upon your response as an reckless and irresponsible government.
Thank you.
The people to violence.
Thank you very much. Let's talk to another person. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from? Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let's hear you. Your name and where you join us from?
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm hearing you.
Yeah, how are you? This is Gloria from New Georgia.
Okay, I'm good. Let's hear you, Gloria.
Yeah, I can see I've been listening to you, and then I think we should try to stop this violence in the country. We keep talking that ECOWAS came. It was not because of President Ria's letter. This topic was exhausted on Stanton's show last night. And then you came with it this morning. I think this man did that because a time is coming that he will not be able to control his partisans because they are getting tired of his peaceful nature. So that's why he's telling ECOWAS to come in, because anything that happens after that, he wouldn't have the power to control it. So you people are just, Stanton last time was nauseating, talking about this in time with all numbers. How do you think about a president that came into his own country and was denied through the airport? You have already put a line between him and the government. You are already told him he and his people are enemy of the state. You deny his entry. You keep getting at his party headquarters and giving us stories. What is going on?
Okay.
Some of us have interest in the peace. This person, we are going to call ECOWAS is because he wants this country to be peaceful. He doesn't want to use the gun. And you people have.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for your opinion. But these are issues that we need to discuss, whether you like it or not. I mean, those are trending issues that we need to discuss. Even though you made a lot of you say a lot of other things like the denial of quote unquote denial of the former President George Weah at the port. That's another issue that we maybe can discuss another day. but I'm told that he wasn't denied. They claim, folks from the CDC claim that he was denied. Folks from the government claim that, he wasn't denied. But I don't want to delve into that. But as it relates to this particular topic, is a topic that we discussed right here on our own show from the very beginning. So whatever update that comes up or pops up about this topic, I think we are obliged, to inform you about that. Okay, we earlier on reported to you, Sadia in this course, that ECOWAS delegation was coming to Liberia after the former president George Weah, wrote a letter to the ECOWAS. Okay, and a colleague of ours spoke to the head of the ECOWAS delegation, and he said they are planning a trip here to Liberia. They did not solely come to Liberia because of the letter the president George Weah wrote to them. No, they did not come to Liberia because of that. They had another important event or tour here in Liberia, and the president's letter just coincided with that. So I don't know why you wouldn't want this to be discussed, or how would the discussion of this cause chaos or crisis in this country. We need to discuss these matters. It's our responsibility to inform the people, and we keep on informing the people. We all are maintaining the peace. We all want to maintain the peace of this country, and we are trying our best possible to maintain the peace. But keeping keeping mute of certain things, especially the wrong things, wouldn't keep the peace of this country. Why is true that we want to keep the peace of this country? We also want this country to develop. So we must come out with thought-provoking discussions, solicit the views of people, our listeners, our audience out there, our viewers, so that they too can have the say in the forward march of Liberia. So I mean, and I think I take your advice, but I mean, just that we cannot change our topic now because of your advice, because we select topics to discuss here. Because another show discuss a topic doesn't mean that we shouldn't discuss it. No. All right. So let's go back to the lines. 0777. Just before going to the lines, let's call the winner now. I forgot it. Let's call Daniel Human, who has won for himself 20K here. Daniel, congratulations. And I'm calling you. If you are listening to the radio, please, okay your call. Okay. Daniel, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, welcome back. Have you received your 20K?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Okay, congratulations. You want to drill the public on how you played the radio game this morning that got you this 20K?
Yes, thank you for the opportunity. Let me say thanks to God for this blessing this morning that I played twice, even though I've been playing in the past, but this morning I played twice. That is $400, $200 at a time. And I was just in the bathroom when my wife carried the phone to me that you people call from the station, so it's reliable. This is something.
Oh, you knew first it was reliable, eh?
I have doubted it because I have played for a number of times on other stations, this station regularly.
Okay.
But then this morning, it has been proven. So thank you for being so reliable and very effective. Thank you, sir.
Thank you and welcome. Congratulations. Enjoy your money, eh? You can keep playing. Your number is also in the draw to win $1 million Liberian dollars on September 7th because you played. So once you played, you stand a chance to win 20K, and you also stand a chance to win $1 million Liberian dollars on September 7th. So keep playing.
Okay, sir.
Okay, and the playing code is *799*80#. It takes you to the payment of the playing fee, which is just $1.50 US or 200 Liberian dollars. Once you do that, you automatically enter the draw and stand a chance to win 20K this morning. 15 now 14 persons because one person has already won. So now 14 persons stand by to win 20K on the show here this morning. But once you play also, you stand a chance to win 1 million on September 7th from the Radio Entertainment Limited and the Spoon Communications Network. So let's go back to the lines. Let's talk about your expectation of the outcome of the verdict today from the Supreme Court in the murder case of the former Chief Justice of the Republic of Liberia and her three relatives, Gloria Musso Scott and her three relatives. What do you expect of that? And coming up at 9 o'clock, like I said, from the onset of the show, we speak to folks from the United Churches of the World in New Va Town, Kakata City, Maigibi County. They will be sitting on this platform to tell us some of the activities VI organization has been involved in of recent. So in the meantime, let's take more calls. 0777 1075 0555 101075. Let's talk to this person. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let's hear you, sir.
Yeah, good morning. This is Imari Ba, and I join you from my resident in District 15.
All right. Imari Ba, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, with the current issue that you did mention of in terms of the proceeding at the Temple of Justice today, Supreme Court, in regards to the former Chief Justice. And I don't know, but this case has been somewhat to and flow being controversial. I think this is the third time that such ruling has come out. And today I'm hearing that this is the final ruling. And it has been perceived in many minds that obviously that this government will release such personality. And
you want to repeat that? You said what's the perception?
I said it has been, the perception has been that the former Chief Justice will be released.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and if we are hearing that this is the final hearing, then we just want to wait to see what other perceptions will come to fruition or not, or will be contrary.
Okay.
But we are cognizant of the fact that she might be released today. So the issue that has to do with quoting people leave the land.
You are cognizant of the fact. He said perception again.
Question, or I can't get it as to why even some media and that journalist that asked the visitor as to whether they came on the request of the CDC and stand up there.
Okay, thank you very much. We have others on the line. 0777 1075 0555 101075 are the numbers to put you through. Call and have your say this morning. Let's talk to this person. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, D-War.
Yes, my son. The woman who comes from talking, I surprised to hear her saying nothing what she said. Because we listen to radio religiously and we heard everything that happened. So she wants for you to talk about it. It is good. It is time we the women in this country to put this government together. Why are you looking on that? And Liberia. So if anything is going on, then we put Liberia together and forget about that. Hit something that in our heart. I want to say something again. Oh, ECOWAS today, people know ECOWAS, When other people had their problem, when they told them 2 days or something, they refused. So what do you want for ECOWAS to tell them? ECOWAS should tell them, say, no, we're not listening to your case. That's why they say small child know how to run, but they can't hide. You see, what goes around, it has come around again. So women, let us put ourselves together as women in this country. No matter whether you like the person, let we love Mama Liberia. Liberia fight, Liberia fight, Liberia fight, Liberia fight. Thank you, my son. That's what you say. It really hurt me. You shouldn't do that.
That's our opinion anyway. That's our opinion, and that's your opinion.
We should think about something before we say it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sit and listen to the truth, and then we'll try to do differently. Thank you, the radio station. I tell you, thank you.
Thank you, D-Wall. Let's talk to this other person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Is this Toko or Yekezi?
This is Yekezi.
Yeah, good morning, my brother. How you doing?
I'm good. Let's hear you.
Yeah, my name is Jonathan Joe, and I'm calling for ELV District 6.
Okay.
You know, it is interesting for our justice system. You know, every good government will want the justice of the people to be done. And And I know that under this President Joseph Boakai government, though the Chief Justice was appointed by the former President George Weah, but he is on a different administration. So I think justice will be done. I pray that if the councillor is not the doer of the act, let the law reveal. But let me just do, this is not one of your important points, but let me just flag this up. I want to ask if the Ministry of Education is listening to me. What is the fees of elementary or of the various section, the secondary and the primary education? What is the fees do they charge? Because I see other government institutions, most especially those that running the primary education, they are charging 3,000 for kindergarten, for ABC, for elementary. They are charging 3,000 for registration. They call it and so they call it for teaching.
Thank you. Okay, so folks, that's it. 0777-771-075, 0555-101075. So when you call, just know that you got like 45 seconds to 1 minute. So you just want to talk within that range, because there are others who are on the line wanting to also make their contribution. So we can't hold you on the line for too long. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Let's hear you, sir.
Yeah, my name is John Thomas calling from Christmas here.
Okay.
Yeah. My contribution to
you want to lower the volume of the radio?
You're the journalist.
Hello?
And understand that we don't have.
Hello?
We don't have.
Okay.
Hello?
Go ahead. I was getting feedback, but I think it's better now.
Okay. You're the journalist. You have to know that we don't have two presidents in this country now.
Oh, okay.
You will always know that former President Weah is former president.
Okay.
We only have Joseph Boakai in chair now. So you must please know that George Weah is former president.
Okay, no, that one not true. It's just that we are all still adapting to calling him former president.
Yeah, always have to call him president. We don't have two presidents in this country now.
Yeah, I do agree with you. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, let's talk to this person. Good morning. Your name and where you join us from?
My name is Gibson Tume. I'm calling from Banana Farm.
Gibson, let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you very much for the show this morning. My brother, I want to say this thing. People who did wrong to our country continue to complain because today they are not in power. But some of us were waiting for them because those 4 auditors that died from October 4 to the 10th in 2020, we the relative for them, we just said it that to see that the government must settle, and then we'll bring them to book. All of you standing there calling, they deny the president this, they deny the president that, but then they believe the story that the president gave at that time. A woman of party who worked for numbers of years for let's say for this country. Then they carry her, expose her, in car, they naked her and lay her on top of somebody. Then they say the woman they were having sex in the car. Kabomunasa killed them. Then they say the other man he fought from the hotel. We're waiting for them. Yeah, we saw nothing yet. Thank you very much this morning.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right. So, folks, that's it. Let's take 1 or 2 more calls and call it a day. But keep on playing this spoon 107.5 Mega Daily Cash Splash. We'll be drawing more winners shortly. So keep on playing. The code is *799 *80#, *799 *80#. Once you dial the playing code, it's going to take you to the payment of the playing fee, which is just 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50 US. Once you pay the playing fee, you enter your PIN, you automatically enter the draw, and you stand a chance to win 20,000 here. So 14 persons now stand a chance to win 20,000 right here. And shortly we'll be doing one more draw before we take our break. So play to be a part of the next draw. Let's talk to this person. Good morning. Good morning.
I'm Emmanuel. I'm you from Mount Barclay.
Emmanuel, let's hear you.
So, you know, this country is going out of hand. But George Weah, the former president, rather, George Weah, what he did to our country, he wanted to continue so people will have that sympathy on people that, you know, it's just like a mother and son. They're coming. It's just like mother and son. A mother got the right to beat the son. But then if the son beat the mother, then that we are creating no annoyance to the mother. They have the right to do anything to you. These are the things the protesters do to the police. The police were having the right to retaliate, but the people think about our country. But now Georgia is calling people hard, this, hard, that. We don't want to know about the police that were women. And these are the things that is not good in the country. When the people are creating to that annoyance, they will do what they don't have to do. So we beg George Weah to not continue doing these things. Okay. If at least we do those things in our country somehow.
Thank you. Let's talk to this person. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let's hear you, sir.
I'm calling for brush this morning.
Okay, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Good morning to my president, Honorable Mr. Juma Bwaga, the SNSF. I pray for him. And good morning to Spoon family and the delegation in America. My brother, what my mind this morning is about Sumatra draft.
No, and I speak your mind. Sorry, and I speak your mind. Let's talk to another person. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning. Let's hear you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let's hear you.
Okay, this is Josiah Poe. I've been listening to the show.
Okay.
And I just want to give my own contribution.
Go ahead. That's why you call.
Okay. You see this country, really, we don't know where the country is going. I don't really know what we're taking CDC office to be, CDC headquarters to be ambassador. If they put one on search, they had a search warrant to search somewhere, and people left on CDC headquarters to go. It was not their business to go and start doing something there. So I don't really know. If they want to take that place to be ambassador, let Jawia and people go there and make it all an ambassador. I don't want discussion.
Okay. Thanks for your opinion. We take one more call and call one winner of the radio entertainment game right here. Let's take this call. Good morning, your name and where you join us from. Good morning. Good morning, are you there?
Hello?
Good morning, let's hear you.
I'm Elizabeth Kumle calling from FDA.
Elizabeth. Let's hear you, Elizabeth.
Calling from FDA.
Go ahead. Okay, we lost Elizabeth. So we have to take one winner of the Spoon 175 Mega Daily Cash Splash or the radio entertainment game, who is about to win 20K here this morning. Let's please a call to this winner who's already been joined right here. So the playing code is *799 *80#, *799 *80#. Once you dial the playing code, you select, you're not selecting anything, you just pay the playing fee and you enter your PIN and automatically you stand a chance to win 20,000 here this morning. I called this person, they heard my voice, and then they, cut off the phone. And they know they play the radio game. So once a year about radio game, I don't think they should be reporting off their phone. So let's again try this person. If this person, okay, good morning. I call this person one more time. Either the person phone is having some issues, but this person is at the verge of losing 20K this morning. All right, so let's. Currently busy. You got that? Okay, I'll call the person one more time for just one more time. If not, then I can do another draw. Yeah, if this person, okay. Okay. So we are told that the subscriber is currently busy. So let's do another draw. Somebody just lost 20K, but again, it's something good for another person who is about to win 20K. All right, so I'm trying to dial this number 042-005. Okay, so let's place a call to this person too and see whether they answer their phone or not. Okay, I think I misdialed the number, so this 104-2005. I hope I got it this time. Okay, the Today Show you're listening to right here. Shortly, we play host to folks from the United Churches of the World here on the second segment of the show. So we just want to call a winner or two of the radio entertainment game here. Okay, this person is on the line. So, Lucky, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
How are you, sir? You live on Spoon FM?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Did you play the radio game this morning?
Yeah.
Okay. So congratulations, your number has popped up as one of the winners of 20K, 20,000 Liberian dollars here this morning.
Wow.
Yeah, so congratulations. Tell us your name.
I'm Siafa Momo.
Siafa Momo, is that the name you have on your mobile money account?
Yeah.
Sure about that?
Yes, Siafa Momo.
Okay, so Siafa Momo, just be by your phone. I will call you back to so that you can confirm to us whether you received your 20K or not.
Okay.
Yeah, so just be around your phone, please. Okay. So that's it. We will call Siafa Momo right after this break. But you two can play and stand a chance to win 20K here. So we are left with 13 individuals who stand a chance to win 20K right here. So the playing code again is *799#. Sorry, *799 *80#. *799 80#. It takes you straight to the payment of the playing fee, which is 200 Liberian dollars or $1.50. Once you do that, you automatically enter the draw and you stand a chance to win 20,000 Liberian dollars. And the only requirement is you must have a valid non-star cell GSM SIM card registered with mobile money. And once you have that, you are 100% qualified. You must also have money in your mobile money account to pay the playing fee. All right, so let's take this very quick break. When we come back, we play host to our guest here this morning.
One last question from me. Was the issue of what occurred at the CDC headquarters mentioned in that meeting in terms of reconciliation and post-electoral violence? Was that mentioned in the meeting?
Absolutely, absolutely. The ECOWAS president did mention the receipts, that they were in receipt of a communication from the Congress for Democratic Change headed by former President Weah. And they acknowledged that and they mentioned, however, our president did inform the delegation that the situation that happened had nothing to do with what has been carried on. What was the situation is that the premises around the vicinity of the political party, there was a raid, a session seizure operation that was ongoing there because of the proximity to the facility. That's why you had all the different things that happened, but at no time did the government or any members of the government had any intent to go and create any scene at the headquarters of the Congress for Democratic Change.
So as such, did the president talk about anything that investigated the matter so this could not repeat again?
Oh, absolutely. Even prior to talking about it, the security team here around the presidency have had a security meeting to assess the full situation on what transpired, what happened, and how corrective measures can be put in place. So yes, already, even before the president mentioning about the situation, there already have been action that has been taking place by the government, especially the Ministry of Justice.
All right.
Falika, don't call me. We are not friends. You came Lolo for your job, find your job, and go back. People say, I left my 5 job in America. You came, you been in the hotel now for almost 7 months. You tend to PRO for, for government. You can get job. You can go do your 5 job. You go back, you go do your job. You know, Falika, don't call me. I don't like your job. And I want you to deny that you didn't call me. Then I will put your number to the public and go for my call log so the people can know that you called. I challenge you to
that concern the welfare of the people will always be prioritized by the government. There are about 3 weeks that is expected to be used. We provide an opportunity for the legislature to act on key concerns affecting the national fiscal stability and the development agenda. And so, just so you know, the legislature will be back beginning this coming Thursday. The government started the anti-corruption drive. It is something that we take very seriously. And we said here over and over at the press conference that no amount of threat about resistance, no amount of description as to how people see and call it would make us to change course. And it is not something that, say, President Bouaka or the executive is trying to impose. We do have statutory institutions of government like the LACC, the GSC, the IAA, all of the institutions that are supposed to play key roles as far as accountability is concerned. All we're doing is to grant them the space and the independence to do their work. And they've been proceeding very well. Of course, as you all may know recently, the LACC, having done some background investigations concerning the supplementary payroll at the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs, invited the former minister to answer some questions as it relates to what they believe are some issues concerning that situation. We know that he appeared, but then we've just learned as a government that after that appearance, he has taken flight to the High Court and has requested the court to prohibit the investigation that was commenced. It is important for you to know some of the things that were being investigated. There were allegations of payroll departing and acts of corruption resulting from salary payment affecting the supplementary payroll containing 728 names at the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs. The supplementary payroll was allegedly created outside of the framework of the Civil Service Agency, and that is according to the LACC. In their communication to Mr. Magay, they cited that details of the allegation revealed that the supplementary payroll was created under the instruction of the former minister, and that the process was marred by irregularities amounting to payroll partling, administrative malpractice, and act of corruption, among others. He was cited by the LACC on August the 21st. He honored the invitation. However, we've learned that he has filed a petition for an alternative rate of prohibition before the Honorable Supreme Court, among other things, to inhibit, restrain, and prohibit the LACC from proceeding with their investigations against him. His principal argument is that he was a principal assistant to the former president at the time of the alleged Corruption Act, and that if there were acts of corruption surrounding the payroll pardon process that the LACC is investigating, those acts were committed at the behest of the former president. And according to him, since the former president is constitutionally immune from prosecution, he, as a principal assistant to the then president who acted on the instruction of the president, is immune from any kind of investigation, whatever, as long as the president cannot be investigated. He too, as principal assistant, should not be investigated. We are told that is the argument. His argument also goes to the extent to say that he acted on the orders of the president, who is constitutionally immune, and therefore he too is. Well, we want to state that we will respect the process that has unfolded since he went to the court. We commend him for doing so. Maybe if we were taking everything to the court, the situation we experienced the other day in Sinco would never have been experienced. So we commend him for that. And that while we allow the legal process to take place as a government, we have our own thought process. And that we believe that there is no immunity for unlawful acts, especially for agents who claim to act on behalf of their principals. I mean, assuming President Bouaga just called me and said, go and shoot Debu Zuo. I know that shooting Debu Zuo and killing him is a crime. It's an act that is unlawful. Should I kill him and come back and say, I did it upon the instruction of President Bouaga and therefore I should be immune from persecution? The reasoning doesn't look okay to us. So we believe that he does not have the entitlement that he's claiming unto himself. When you are an officer or agent of the state, you are simply under obligation to obey lawful orders. When an order is unlawful, you have a legal duty to refrain because your conduct would not be protected by law. So the Ministry of Justice, the LACC and the court will be left to absorb the state of this case. And we are hoping that in the end, somebody will be held accountable. I mean, let's look at the reasoning as I lay this issue to rest. There's an accusation against you. You believe you are innocent. And the only way that can be used to establish that you are an innocent person is to allow the law to take its course. But you said, no, don't do no investigation, leave it. Because I was protected from doing what I did. In our thinking as a government, it is a kind of admission of guilt. In other words, you're saying, I did this thing, but I did it upon the instruction of this person. And sometimes as a country, we are quick to forget. You all follow the Brandon Samuka situation. There's a lot of noise about that as to whether what he did was ordered by the former president, and he was held accountable. He won an election. He should have been seated. His victory was reversed because of what he was reported to have done. Of course, some people say upon the orders of the person who was his boss then. And the same people who executed those things come back today and they want to turn the wheel around. When it suits you, it's okay. So we believe that the right thing will be done. Our team will go to the Supreme Court as requested, and the necessary arguments will be raised, and we'll see where we'll go from there. But what it tells us is that someone somewhere, guilty, afraid, does not want to be held accountable, and they say, oh, court, stop them from investigating me. We're not sure that's how it works. And as a government and as a team, we are not sure that we're allowed to work that way. But again, the court will decide, because we all should respect the court, particularly the Supreme Court. The next and maybe final issue I want to talk about is what many of you called me about over the weekend, and I said if we should have something to say about it, to say at the press conference. And you all wanted to know what the government thinks about the fact that the former president wrote ECOWAS, basically complaining about different issues. We know there was an issue in the DEA and police officials are here. They're going to talk about it in a small town community. I'm sure when they come out, they will give you a clear picture as to what happened. They've said it before, but you will hear more of that. And so, relying on that incident, the former president writes, accusing police of invading or raiding his headquarters. I'm not sure that what happened. They are here, they will explain. Initially, some of the party officials were saying people died. I expected that you journalists would have held them to account for the things they say. When a human being dies, the body does not turn to spirit. You will see the body. But these are all part of the strategy to make this place to look ungovernable, to spread lies and falsehood, so that it excites or incites people to do the wrong thing. Maybe if they chosen that part of writing the very letter from the beginning, we would not have seen what we saw happening. And that letter goes on to talk about other things, targeting people in civil service, putting them down. You want to make the CDC to disappear. You want to break the party down. The president that was elected has a huge job to do because this country was almost non-existent in the last 6 years. To put it back together requires full attention. And no one who wants to reverse the kind of situation we find ourselves in will be wasting their time running behind a political party. They got so much to do. So those kinds of loose and reckless allegations, they're not things that we're allowed to just pass through because we have an obligation to ensure that the public is not misinformed. If police did not raid your compound and you say they did it, we have an obligation to come and say you lied. If nobody died in a particular fracas and you say somebody died, we have to come and say you lied. If people that you appointed in these anti-graft institutions who are doing their work, you trying to portray them as agents of a group of leaders who you say want to wish something and we know they are lying, we'll say you lie. But there's one other positive side about it. At least they could write. Trying to recognize an institution that they have disrespected so much during the last 6 years they were in office. When Liberian citizens who felt aggrieved and offended by their actions went to the very ECOWAS through some of their institutions. And they said, this is what you've done wrong, correct it. Did they ask?
Okay, welcome back. This is the Today Show right here on Spoon FM 107.5. We're also live on Spoon TV, Fabric TV, Super TV, and via 101.1 Fabric FM. So it's a pleasure to be here. Sorry for the long break, but it's good that we are back, and we are going to be playing host shortly to Bishop Philly Nelson III. He's the presiding bishop of Green Coast Ministry and director of Rehabilitation OCAL. Okay, so we also have in our studio Reverend Johnson M.D. Sumosinion, the executive director of the United Churches of the World. Okay, so they are here and we will be joining them very, very shortly on the show. But just before we do that, folks, they are here for an hour. But just before we talk to them, let's talk to this winner of our radio entertainment game. So someone had won. Someone had won is 20,000. So we will actually come back to talk to that person because we were busy while away. So we will call this person. I even forgot the name of the person again. So we have to recall this person to get the name of the mobile money number so that we can do the job. But you can keep playing the radio entertainment game. The code is *799# *799 *80#*799 select the payment. Okay, so I'm sorry. Is this just want to get the name right? Okay, all right. So let's see whether we can get this man again. It's one human. So the playing code is *7. Okay. You say your name, your last name, sir? Yeah, just call us your full name, please. Okay, Siafa Momopoto. Okay, Siafa, we will call you very shortly. We were actually busy during the break, so yeah, we did not process the money. So we will call you very shortly, yeah? Okay, all right. Okay, so let's welcome to the show Bishop Philip E. Nelson III, the presiding bishop of Green Coast Ministry. Bishop, good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Okay, so we just need to take a quick break to do some setup with the camera. Okay, welcome back. We are now in the company of Bishop Philip E. Nelson III. Bishop, again, good morning and welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Okay, we also have with us Reverend Johnson, MD Sumo Senior, the Executive Director of the United Churches of the World. Reverend.
Thank you.
Good morning and welcome. Okay, so let's begin with you, Reverend Johnson, Sumo of the United Churches of the World. We are working our modalities to put you on the camera once our computer works well. So tell us about your church, the United Churches of the World. What is about this church? What's the history of this church, first of all?
We want to be thankful to Almighty God, who are being in control of our leadership in the establishment of these noble institutions called the United Churches of the World.
Okay.
And this United Churches of the World came to being before the World War I that started in 1990. The first name that we have was United Churches of Liberia. In that light, when we started to carry on some of our activities, we received a guest, and other churches were contacted in the US and Ghana.
Okay.
When they came in Liberia, they said that this dream had been a whole long time dream that other pastors around the world have been having, to bring together believers from various churches to make up these organizations. In this light, from people from Busumbura, they said that it will not look fine when we have Liberia dominating and carrying the four knee and United Churches of Liberia. So we should do some other document that will carry the word. Let us remove Liberians and put a word so that we all can have a chapter to serve Almighty God for the love of mankind that God created, that we all can be one. It's not a church per se to say that it's a building standing. It's an organization that believers from different institutions make up this organization called the United Churches of the World. That is why we being called by this name, United Churches of the World, believe into self-humility, that when your brothers are in problem, it can be your problem. That is why from 1990, all other displaced camps that we saw where children were malnourished and some family heads were, facing death, and we decided to serve area to identify with them, offering in the area of skill training during agriculture. And these organizations, from that time to now, we have been involved in a lot of things. Even the disarmament, we were part of the disarmament, where we were part of all the necessary disarmament process for the children that will hold on to be one that we can bring back in our various community to be useful again. In that light, we created a lot of programs. Many that were in Morovia, I think they heard that when we came up with a program called Gone for Bible. Yeah, Gone for Bible. And we were the first group that opened the home station when Otello Yasia was the head with Thomas Lotte and other people. So this is the organization that have been involved in women and youth empowerment program. And we have been in the area of serving various institutions like hospital like JFK and Rennie and Catholic Hospital and other institutions, some supply. And because of that, the President of the Republic of Liberia, Her Excellency Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, decided to say that yes, this group can be able to be helped by providing soap and other things for various offices and government buildings and private buildings. In that light, we're using the title, the Executive Presidential Soap Producing Group, and that department was created. And every now and then, Her Excellency was always in the move of supporting to see how this material can reach to various hospitals and clinics and government buildings and private institutions like Pressing Center and hospital, clinic, and orphanage home. And since that, we have been working in partnership also with the present government to see how best the JMB foundations that we also do a partnership with to make sure that we serve other institutions. Right now, distributions that are going around the country, where you see there are synthesized some material, soap making, chloride, just name it, it's produced by this group, which had about 350 students graduated in Kakata that we were entrusted with, that is by the JMB Foundation to train, because from 2006, and we have been implementing a lot of projects, USAID, Women Campaign International, ZO, Lutheran World Survey Program, AFO, just name it. There are a lot of groups that we've been implementing projects for. As we speak to you, we even have a project to implement for the, how to call the missionary, the group, the Peace Corps, the voluntary Peace Corps for the U.S. Embassy. And we are there to train about 150 women and youth for them. So our purpose of coming here is we are seeing Liberians, we are talking about youth empowerment. You see, if you look in the street of our country, you will get to know that the future leader that we depend on, that will take over from us and other people, they are like as dangerous like people that does not have parents or leadership in the country. Because you will see them taking in food that they are not taking. We have a push, then we have a push. We see a lot of things, and you see most of our young people whereby you couldn't see a young man looking dirty up in the street, running dead from corner to corner, eating in the dumper. But you will see that these children find pleasure in that because the food that they take in to eat is not a rightful food that we as leaders or humanitarian group or churches, leaders of this country or bishop or pastor or elders can sit down and see them without doing something about that situation. Because you see, so is cutting on it. As I speak to you, 3 years down in Kakata, and another man that just down, the friends came to take the body, and that body was lying down while they put some old cartoon and lap over that body. And the friend came to look in the friend's hands. They saw a kush. They saw the drugs in the hands of the dead man. So they took their drug. They said, hey man, now the man with our time, man. They took that same drug to go and take it in. Do you think a sound man will be able to behave like that? We are here to ask our government, designing all youth empowerment program, scientific computer program, but they should look at this. We have been able to send into a document to His Excellency President Joseph Yima Bouaka, President-elect, so that we all can be able to see how best we can address the issue. We have two different donors. Before the inauguration, we were contacted that they have $5.6 million to give to our program so that we can get these children from under the ground. But they wouldn't need the approval of the president. But we have been finding it very difficult and hard how to address the issue with the president to get the approval. And because of that, we go around to sit in the compound of the president for so long, and there is nobody to address the issue. And even going to the marshal, we had an appointment for 3 different times, and we cannot be allowed to meet His Excellency. And this is worrisome, because pretty soon you will get to know when you are talking about youth empowerment. You can bring all the computer program, you can bring all the best of things, and right now, from 1990 to now, the crazy people are more than ever before.
Okay, Reverend, we will come back to you. Let's go on to Bishop Philip E. Nelson III, the presiding bishop of the Green Coast Ministry and the director of the Rehabilitation ECOWAS. So, Bishop, again, welcome to the program. So, what is your role with the United Churches of the world?
When I came home and about 1.5 years ago, close to 2 years, I would say, about close to 2 years ago, Reverend Sumo and a group of members of his organization came and asked me to join them.
Okay.
And I consented to do that. And in the process, we thought about how we could help the kids whom we are calling Zogos on the streets. And because of my experience as having worked in the mental health and drug abuse segment in the United States for some 25 years, we thought to sit and develop a program for rehabilitation.
Okay.
And so they gave me the title of Director of Rehabilitation and Reconciliation with these children.
Okay. And as Director of Rehabilitation, what has been your involvement since you took on that position?
Well, we have been counseling with children from time to time. We call them in and we counsel with them. Okay. But there is not much you can do for these kids when you are talking in terms of keeping them in the environment where they are.
Okay.
In order to do any, get me wrong, but to do any damage to the situation that they're in. If you want to change their status, you have to take them outside of the community into an area where you can have complete access to them at all times. where you can detoxify them and keep them from harm in order to do anything with them. So we are looking to see how we can construct a community for rehabilitation.
Okay. And how do you intend on doing that?
That is part of the reasons why we are here. We're trying to raise, according to the diagrams and the drawings that we have for our proposal, we are in need of about $5.2 million to construct a proper care center, to construct proper care centers around the country.
That's a huge sum of money.
Yes, it is a huge sum of money, but when you take into consideration the fact that we are losing 1.2 million young Liberians to this thing, I don't think it's a lot of money to raise to rehabilitate them.
Okay. All right. So how do you intend on raising this morning? Are you writing government institutions or the government of Liberia? Are you writing private institutions? How do you intend on raising this money?
Well, we are hoping that various Liberians and organizations will be willing to contribute to this cause. We are also hoping that individual Liberians will be willing to contribute to this cause. It might surprise you to know that you have some of these kids on the streets that we call Zogos, actually college graduates, and some of them are professional people, but right now they are a loss to us. And if we want to succeed, then we must do something to bring them back to where they used to be.
Okay. All right. So now, with the construction of this rehabilitation center, and you said you need 5.2 million.
Yes.
To construct this center. So, have you set up a timeline to achieve this objective?
We had set up a timeline, and our timeline was to do that within the first 6 months of this government.
Okay.
But
that is
so
to
far,
complete the construction of the rehabilitation center?
To complete one area.
Okay.
We have planned to start in Lofa, in the feasible area.
Okay.
The leaders there, some of them have agreed to give us 30 acres to construct.
So you plan to construct the centers in different
areas? Yes.
All right.
You see, we wrote a program to do the rehabilitation here.
Okay.
But from time to time, we are listening on the radio and we are hearing different people talking about this program, this rehabilitation. And we are finding that they're taking bits and pieces of our program that we wrote, because we gave our program plan to several persons who we believe could have assisted us. And we find them using bits and pieces of this program. And you cannot rehabilitate these children in the manner they're trying to do it.
What manner are they trying to do it?
They're trying to do it in a city domain where you have access to drugs and people who are promoting the sale of drugs and all of this kind of stuff. And you cannot rehabilitate children when they have a craving for something and they can still have easy access to it when you're trying to get them off from it.
All right. And the issue of rehabilitation in Liberia, we've got a few rehabilitation centers in Liberia, but I don't want to discredit their work. It's to some extent impactful, but many times, children of disadvantaged youth that they take to those rehabilitation centers, we see them back into the same community doing the same acts that they were involved with. So I don't know how you intend to do yours differently.
First, to get these kids off the streets, you pick them up, you take them to a place, you detoxify them in an area that will keep them safe.
Okay.
That's the first thing you have to do. When you get through doing that, then you have to start rehabilitating them to the life they knew before. that is an existence that you're not dependent on anything foreign. Okay. And when you do that, then you have to have them on some treatment. Okay. With the treatment, and then you have to enforce making sure that they keep strict in that line. But you cannot take a child from the streets. Someone has been abusing narcotics for some, say, 6 months. You take him from the streets, you try to rehabilitate him in the space of 2 months, and you put him back on the street. It's not going to work. This thing has to be done in a 3-stage segment. The first stage is to detoxify and get this person back to some sort of normalcy, independent of drugs. Then the next stage is to rehabilitate them, get them to where they used to be, where they have some self-respect. And then the third stage would be rehabilitating them to enter the community. You see, when you just detoxify the child and put him back in the community, everything there says go back to what you were doing, especially when you have given them nothing to go and work with. But we are saying if we can build these centers around the country and we can transport these children, you have over 100,000 of them in Monrovia itself. If you can transport them to various locations and take the time to detoxify them and re-educate them, you can make a serious dent in this situation. But when you're trying to do it in Monrovia and you're trying to do it in Ventura City, it's not going to work.
Okay. All right. So, folks, you are listening to the Spoon Morning Show today right here on your favorite dial, 107.5 megahertz. We have with us now in the studio Reverend Johnson MD Sumo Simeon, Executive Director, United Churches of the World, and Bishop Philip E. Nelson the third, presiding Bishop of Green Coast Ministry and Director of Rehabilitation, ECOWAS, right here. Discussing issues pertinent to the various organizations. Bishop Philip Nelson III is working alongside the United Churches of the World as Director of Rehabilitation. Let's go back to you, Reverend Johnson. According to you, you've been involved with so many humanitarian activities in the country, assisting young people or the needy. So how do you go about, identifying with those who you want to help? Do you just go randomly and maybe see somebody sitting in the streets or someone in the ghetto, to help? How do you do that? What's the process you follow?
Okay. Just what my director of rehabilitation has been saying. Our heartbeat, really sometimes I don't feel fine. When I see youngsters that supposed to replace leadership, present leadership in the future's life are damaged, that we will have a lot of shortages of men. We're going to have shortages of men because what? You see, most of our young boys, you find them in the habit of taking any drugs. How do you expect to have good foreign ministers, to have a good representative, or a good instructor? Because of the life that these children are living, government alone cannot do all. It is not my mind like I would assume to say I want to work in government. But if you look at bureaucracy, everybody in the country will say they have to go work in government. But my other area is to see how Liberians can get that respect, how youth or women can be empowered. That's why we find ourselves in this area. But really, we have to work hand hands in order so that we can be able to have government to do those things that will be able to help our young people and others to be supported so that they can know the importance of the life they live. In this life, we have been involved in series of activities, not only the rehabilitation.
Okay.
In order for us to empower women and youth, we treat people in the areas of soap making, country club weaving, tie and dyeing. I show you that the clothes that Malasani used to use, most of the bulk of this soap, they clothes. And soap come from the United Churches of the World. Other person, within our eyes, sometimes call me and say, let me have a program. I said, we are trying. So our error is to work along with our leaders to make sure that these people that we have called women of you can be taken care of. We are in the agriculture setting. Okay. But they are given some little grain from the office of the minister, honorable minister, Alexander Luther, so that we can be able to start with the farming project. And that will not be enough if other people cannot join us. So we are in this area so that we can be able to help our country. We always say that we want Nigeria to be the other country. How will we be the other country if we cannot feed ourselves? If we cannot do anything to help our own citizens in the country. There are some women who there you see them writing all letters, writing letters to the United Churches of the World. And we don't have any foreign support. We don't have anybody identifying with us through our idea of coming with a series of programs. It gave us their hand to see how best we can be able to help. We just went in partnership with the JMB Foundation, gave about 450,000 worth of medical equipment, and another one is on a way to Tommy Bread, and 3D, Droma Clinic, and other clinics, Grand Basel, just name it. We are not resting because of the
how does the organization utilize those donations? Like you talk about medical equipment. Do you go about donating them to hospitals, to clinics, or the church itself has its own maybe medical center that uses those equipment?
Okay, let me come in there. We don't have a clinic that we are giving no medicines or equipment, but we go to supply various hospitals and clinics. Okay. Like here, Rennie received about 450,000 worth of medical equipment and drugs
from your organization,
from the JMB Foundation in partnership with the United Churches of the World. Okay. And we just met the head minister just last week, and he stood by all by giving us an assistance for contacting the head committee of bombing for them to receive some. And right now, as we speak to you, we are recruiting some hundreds of citizens in Magibi, Salala, Wiala for eyeglasses. That is, those glasses that they give to those that have eye problems and carry on some normal work that they can be able to do, because the organizations in partnership with the JMB Foundation are looking up there to see how best they can fund assistance for our people so that they can live a peaceful life.
Okay. All right. I learned that you are involved into sanitation, so we will take a quick break and we will come back. You expand more on your initiatives in the area of sanitation. But just before we do that, we have a radio game here where folks are playing, and we need to draw winners just before 10 o'clock. The conversation will go beyond 10 o'clock because we started at about 10:20. But the radio game for this segment ends at 10 o'clock. So we just want to call up some of the winners to confirm whether they have received their money. Okay, so this person is one of the winners of the radio game. This person won 20,000 Liberian dollars this morning on the radio game, and this person must have received his money out of this time. So we just want to place a call to this person to kind of confirm to us whether they have received this morning. So we place one more call to this person. His name is Siafa Momo. Siafa Momo is winner. Okay. Okay, so we are told that Siafa Momo is busy, so we are going to draw another. But Siafa has the money in his phone already, so we just need to call him to confirm that later. But this is another winner of the radio entertainment game. Good morning.
Let me speak to this thing.
Okay, so yeah, the phone is ringing, but you can keep playing. The code is *799 *80#. Good morning.
Yeah, morning.
How are you?
All right.
Your name, sir?
Who is this?
You are live on Spoon FM. Did you play the radio game this morning?
Yes.
Okay, so you are one of our winners of 20,000 Liberian dollars. Tell us a name. Tell us a name. Tell us a name quickly. Your full name.
My full name is Derry Harris Lama.
Derry Harris Lama. Is that the money you got on your mobile money account?
Yeah.
David Harris Lama.
Yeah, Derry Harris.
Okay, so David will call you later to confirm whether you received the money, right?
Okay.
So in 1 or 2 minutes, the money will be in your phone. Okay, so quickly, this winner has been calling. Let's talk to him quickly. Okay, hope he can answer this time around. Safa, good morning.
Good morning.
Have you received the money now? Have you received the 20K?
Yes, I just received it. I saw your message about.
You just received it. Okay, congratulations. Enjoy your money, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay. All right, so that's it. Let's go back to Reverend Johnson to expand on the aspect of sanitation. I think Bishop Nelson will do that. On the aspect of sanitation, what has been your organization involvement?
Well, we've been involved with the sanitation in the fact that we recently did a cleanup in Kakata City.
Okay, cleanup.
Yes. In addition to that, we do a soap production, we do Clorox production, we do hand sanitation, we produce soap,
okay.
We produce cleaning solutions for various areas, bathrooms, homes, and all that. We are in a major soap production process.
Okay,
we do that. And we are hoping that we can get
commercial partners. You do that and you sell them, or you just
we do that and we supply some of them, and we're trying to sell some of it.
Okay.
We recently approached the Ministry of Health, and we recently approached Cementco, and we found out that some of what they are purchasing from outside is not as good as the stuff that is produced here. And so one thing that we are facing, and it is that our public is open to purchase these produce that are coming into the country, which do not meet standard at times. But there is no one to check the standards. And so they're paying high prices for these things when we can produce them here and cost them less and getting the proper solutions that they need. And we are hoping that the public will help us in looking to us to purchase these things from us. When we leave here, we will be visiting this place in there's a company in the Grand Bassa area.
Okay.
Liberal culture.
Yeah, we'll be visiting them to see if we can get them to do purchases from us. In addition, we'd like to even supply your business here with cleaning material, because I know that you buy it. I mean, there's no other way you can clean there except you buy the materials.
Yeah. So who are those who prepare soap? Is it your trainees? Is it people that you?
We have trainers. We have trainers, and the soap is prepared while training our students.
Okay.
But our trainers are the ones who produce our major stack that we take out. We don't usually take the the materials that are produced by the students to the public, because until we are sure that they meet the standard, we don't carry that out. When we produce whatever we give out to the public is something that is produced by the trainers, so that we are sure of the quality that we are presenting.
And how do you decentralize? How decentralized is this project? Is it just in a particular area, in a particular county, or you just
right now we are in Mangiwi County.
Right now, you're only in Mangiwi County.
Yes, we have in mind to construct a factory, a manufacturing area where we can do this. Right now, everything we're doing is being done by hand.
Okay.
And so we are trying to we want to construct a production plan where we can produce this thing we can have a production line going. But it's costing something close to, the last check was about, I think, 200,000 for the kind of equipment we need to get.
Okay. Okay. So moving forward, what are your main priorities?
Our priority right now is getting these children off the streets.
Okay.
That's our priority. And we need to have assistance in doing that. So we are hoping that those that are listening will be willing to make some donations to us, or direct us to areas where we might be able to get some grants, or things of that kind.
Okay. Okay, so folks, keep on playing the radio game. The code is *799 *80 hash. *799 *80 hash. We still got more jobs to do here. *799 *80 hash. You pay the play fee of 200 and $1.50 US. And once you do that, you automatically enter the draw and you stand a chance to win 20,000 here this morning on the show. Yeah, so you said you are soliciting donation from the listeners. So if someone is interested in donating to your organization, Rehabilitation, how do they get to the organization to make their donation?
You can contact us. We have our mobile number. I can read that to you.
Yes, you can do that.
0555 194840. I repeat, 0555 194840. 0555 194840. That is our mobile. We also have our bank account number. Can I read it?
Yes, you can do that.
008 USD 4089501731. I read again. 008 USD 4089501731.
Okay.
That is our number.
So what, besides financial donation, what other kind of donations do you expect?
Oh, we need material support. It can be a blessing to us by giving us some caustic, canna oil, palm oil, and other things are there. If you contact us through our number, you can get to know which one of the items. We'll give you a list. You can be able to donate to us.
Yeah, Bishop, you want to?
Yes, the question is kind of not okay for us, because if we sit on the radio here and tell you all of what we need you to give us, we will be giving you the recipe for doing our production, and we can't do that. But we need basically we need people who will make cash donations, because then we can go out and purchase the things. And if we can get the proper cash donations, we'll be able to purchase these things from outside of the country, which makes it less expensive for us. When people bring them into the country and we purchase from them, it is what's causing our cost to be high. So we hope that we can get cash donations that would enable us to go out, purchase from outside of the country, meaning we import our own stuff.
Okay. Okay, so is there anything you want to talk about that I probably didn't ask? Brother Johnson?
Yes.
Yeah.
We have some major things like what I said, even though you asked a question and I told you that we are also in the era of agriculture.
Okay.
It's one of the main things of this country. You see, Liberia depends on foreign food. There is a reason why the moment somebody come and say no rice in the store, everybody worried. And we know what happened in 1979 about food business in this country. So right now, we are engaging all farmers or rural community to go back to the soil. We were just in Swakoko and Batala this one Friday and Saturday. We just left from there. And we drew in ground bars on Saturday. District 1, 2, and 3. As I speak to you, there is a team doing ground bars to more area.
Okay.
We engaging these people, talking to them that let us see a necessary to go back to the farm. Because like people have been a full basket, like Lofa, Nima, and Boom, where we have BCADP, LCADP, but now everybody want to live in Morovia, live in a city, and doing nothing. If any country you think of in the world cannot feed or sell, you will be slave to other people. And you will go by wrong advice because the men who feed you want you to go their way. And you will obey that. So we are just saying that we want other donors to join us, other international groups. As you hear us, as group of people, we have the cooperative, which under the United Churches, we have the United Churches of the World, ECOWAS, Multi-Point Cooperative Society, with all legal documents. We want other people to join us so that will be able to pop our hand up, so that we can be able to reach to our women, our youth, and other people that are in various villages and towns. As we speak to you, before entering Yanfola, you will see people brushing on the left, going all the way to Yanfo. You go Merepe Farm, you see the same thing. You go in Boma Road, you see area lay up. For your own take an assessment on your own and go and find out what we are seeing. So we need other people to help us. You may have some qualities, you may have some reboot, you have goat, you have some serious and whatsoever. If you pass through our organization, we can be able to reach to these people to help them. We mark them a day and pay them as they work. Every 2 weeks we pay. Every 2 weeks we pay these people cash. And these boys that we're talking about, if we have them rehabilitated, they can be included in the program by making their own farm. You see the number of young people across local? Our own program is not just to rehabilitate the people and let them go back and stay in the community, taking them from place to place, take them from the dumper or somebody's yard and carry it in the street or and put it in another clean yard. No, their hand can be used. Like Igbo Kakata, you are Ojiba, who are investigate how over 150 of the Zobo. They bring the names before me, right? We need your assistance. In the area of plumbing, carpentry, tailoring, baking, which is cosmetology, and we do all that. Where will we get all the funding to get these children out of the street? And you can't say it right now, you design scientific program, you're launching this program, and you are not rehabilitating people. Everything will just be a waste. The first thing you handle is the rehabilitation.
Okay.
Then you can be able to make a good impact.
Okay, Bishop.
Yes, we, as Reverend said, we are also involved in the agriculture section.
Okay.
Recently, we received a grant from the Ministry of Agriculture to plant rice.
Okay.
And we have several areas. We have about seven areas right now where we are cultivating to plant rice. And we are hoping that we'll. No. Basically, we are in Mangibi. We are basically in Mangibi. Anything we are doing in Bong is not substantial to where we are. Okay, so, but in the Mangibi area, we are having about 7 projects. And we are hoping that by the end of this allotment that was given to us, we would be able to contribute a sizable amount of rice to the community. When I say contribute, I don't mean give it to them free. What I mean is we have produced a sizable amount of rice that will help with this. But in the rehabilitation, we are hoping that when we do these things, we will be able to get those in the group that are capable of doing farming, to make them independent in farming. Those that were good mechanics who are already messed up, when we rehabilitate them, we want to give them access to begin to do what they used to do. Or if they haven't had any professions, we want to give them some professional thing to go back to. So we want to empower them in a way that would be meaningful to them and to our society.
Okay. All right. So just before we go to the lines to take a few calls, let's talk to this person quickly on the line. This guy was Dawson. Good morning. You received it? How much did you receive? How much? 20,000. Okay. Congratulations. Okay, so folks, if you are listening, you are in tune to today's show, and we're in conversation with Reverend Johnson, MD Sumo Senior, Executive Director of the United Churches of the World. We also have Bishop Philip E. Nelson III, Presiding Bishop of Green Coast Ministry and the Director of Rehabilitation on COW. They're here having a conversation with us about the involvement of their various organizations. So you've been listening to their conversation, and if you want to partake, you want to make an input, you want to ask a question, they are right here to answer those questions or listen to your inputs. So the numbers are 0777 71075, 0777 71075, 0555 101075 are the numbers to put through calls on those numbers and have it say, let's talk to this first person. Good morning, your name and where you join us from. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where you join us from.
Good morning to the studio. My name is Matthew. I am calling from Togo.
Okay, let's hear you, Matthew.
Yeah, thank you to the Reverend studio for all the people initiated and some of these have been doing is okay. But I just have small recommendation to them. We are talking about the rehabilitation sector. For all we come from refugees. In our country, we have what is this percentage used in our country. Any money that we will keep people and trade them now, for all our job, we have people who want to run with benefits. So I want to find out the region. Nigeria, Maryland, refugee, there's a region that we have one center.
Yes, we did listen well.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. We're going to address that. Let's talk to this other person. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Yeah, my name is
Hello. Were you following the discussion? Okay, I'm sorry. So if you've been following the discussion, you can call us on 0777 1075, 0555 101075. Let's talk to this person. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and where you join us from?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to tell a few this. Thank you. Everything they say has been making me. They are welcome. I want to tell them thank you. Especially the one I heard anything they carry one of it to Musa. Actually, this in the city because they believe that I know about error that my son came for some. and they fought with drugs. And when he got there, you know who's going to drug? The security among them. Right here today, the security of where the Bible was wicked. When they became money for their children, and if they will have this thing, they will be some he said, so I want for them to really do what I was thinking, our children, like going to the street. I want all the blessings, I want all the great support for them. Everything is said is quite quickly. I'm going to tell you, thank you, my people.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's take one more call, 0777 771 075 0555 101 075. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Let's hear you.
Okay. This is Kafu being here. I want to know from this organization because I have this organization in the country, you know, one plan about the agricultural issue. We from General Plan, we are all organized or cooperative, but we don't really know who to go to help us.
Okay. So what specifically do you want to know? You want to know who to go to help you?
Yeah, because
okay.
The problem is that what we are doing here is we have the cool group pay our own money to make a plan.
Okay. So I asked you what this organization could help you.
What this organization can help.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. All
right, so let's go to Bishop Philip Nelson III. You listen to the callers. They express some concerns. You want to address some of them?
Yes. The first caller who called talked about River G.
Yeah.
I am a very serious advocate of decentralization. Some of the major problems we have in this country is because everything is centered in the Monrovia area. We are working in Mangibi. That's our headquarters. Okay. We are talking, we mentioned Feasible or Lofa County because this is where someone has already offered us land to construct such a project. Okay. And we are hoping that we can do it in various areas of the country that would be able to facilitate counties from all over having access to what we are providing. Okay. So we are not just thinking about Mangibi, and we are not just thinking about Lofa County. We are thinking about the entire country. That's what we're thinking about. Then this person who called regarding his farming group. Okay. If he can come to, we are located in Mangibi. If they can communicate with us, we can try to guide them into how they can go about what they need to do, and we can assist in that in any way we can. We would be willing to assist them.
Okay. Let me come in about first. You too. This on Friday, he talked about Yene, which is in Swakoko. I met with the Bedaro family. If you just go to Swakoko and ask, they will tell you, and they told us to meet the commissioners. But because we were rushing for the funeral service, that is why we couldn't go to meet the commissioners. But the people have already gave us a place in Swakoko for office space in Banda. If you go Banda, you will contact us through Pastor Jean Pay, who gets the radio stations in Banda, and we're not far. So if you get the tell them that we want to get reasonable contact, you will get our contact. In that light, we can be able to work in partnership with you because we have a lot of organizations that are partnershiping with us. And through that, the Ministry of Agriculture will get to know you and they will know your problem to see how that problem can be solved for you to benefit. Because we came up with the agriculture program, grouping 20 churches to make up a team that each of the church will give us 10 manpower, and all of 20 churches, that time, 10 times 20, you know how many manpower that will go each day to another group of find more fun and work.
Okay. All right. So we actually got limited time. So you just want to conclude by giving us your parting comments. It's been a wonderful conversation.
Yes.
In conclusion, we'd like to ask for support both nationally and internationally. We gave you an assurance that any monies that is sent to us will be utilized for the purpose of which we have requested it. If you have any doubts, our account number we were read, and we will let we will read. It will be reread, and you will be able to check and know. Because while the account is private, you will know. They will tell you whether the money is there or is not there. And when the money is being taken out, those people who will donate to us, we will communicate with you as to what we are doing with the money, where it is being spent, and how it is being spent.
Okay. Thank you very much, Bishop Philip E. Nelson III. Reverend Johnson, let's hear from you briefly.
Okay, as Bishop said, we are going to work closely with school event because we know how transparent the institution is. So we will work closely with them. We having a dollar rally. This is why we read our mobile. You can have $100, you have $500, $200. If you need us to even be in branch here, just get in touch with us. We'll be able to reach them. But as Bishop said, if you can talk with your leadership of that country, they provide us a link or area that we can construct, or even have a building, our office, we'll be willing to work along with you. And we want you, we need assistance, we need motorbike, we need transportation. All these things we do, we have to rent a motorbike, rent a vehicle on our own. I know somebody there, 1 or 2 or 3, having it in a compound, and they would like to see, for the sake of the Liberians, for the sake of the future leaders that their life are damaging day and night because of their drugs. You can come out with donations, contribution, we accept that. Let me just read the mobile number: 0555 1948 40. 0555 1948 40. That is our mobile, and our bank account number LBDR 008 USD 4089 501731. I read over: 008 USD 4089 501731. That is our mobile number. And my personal number is 0775 220 199. 0775 220 199. Reverend Johnson, this school.
Okay, Reverend Johnson and Bishop Nelson III. It's been a pleasure having this conversation with you. Look forward to having more of this conversation.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Okay, so folks, that's all the time we have to be here on this edition of today's show. Sorry, we had to extend the time till now because we had some technical issues that caused us not to bring them on early. But it was a wonderful conversation. We'll be here next week, Monday, with another very, very thunderstriking edition of the Today Show. My name is Yekezi Zobel, and the draw was done. So all of you who won, your numbers will be called to confirm your mobile money, and your money will be transferred to you. It's been a wonderful time. Coming up next, let's continue to announce incredible transformation. Just on my back. Bye-bye.